came to the conclusion after watching this docuseries that anybody who runs a zoo that specializes in big cats are fucking insane and run a goddamn cult. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, guys, I had to do it. I had to do like a video about it because, well, everybody keeps talking about it, and the fact that everybody's self-quarantined. Obviously, when a docuseries just takes off, trends, everything, I was like, all right, I got to check it out. So I woke up Saturday morning, and I was like, okay, well, my friend, she kept on going, you got to watch, we got to talk about it. It's insane, it's crazy. And another friend was like, it's a train wreck, you got to watch it. So I went, okay, fine, I'll watch it. And we'll see what this is all about. And yeah, I was going, holy shit. And then when it got to, by the way, if you haven't seen the series, I'm going to be talking spoilers. So stop the video right now. If you haven't, go watch the insanity, then come back and we'll talk about it. When I got to the part where Mr. Joe Exotic was having his three-way marriage to two dudes, I went, wow, the fuck am I watching? Perfect thing about that is both the dudes ended up not being gay. Very strange. But yeah, basically what's happening, of course, Tiger King, is you got Joe Exotic. It's mainly about him. This filmmaker named Eric Good was just wanting to do just something about him. And I guess for 5 years, he ended up being in a shitstorm of what was going on here. Specifically because Joe Exotic and Carole Baskin were like kind of just clashing when it came to zoos, and they were trying to fuck each other over, and it got ugly. And of course, Joe Exotic is now in prison for hiring somebody to kill Carole. Joe Exotic is quite a character. I mean, quite a character. He's a personality. He knows it. The way he talks and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty insane. You got the mullet. You got everything. Okay, when I'm watching this and these fuckers are cuddling and scratching tigers and lions, I'm going, what the fuck? And sure enough, there's an accident that happened. There was like a girl that works for her. Who is she? At the list right there. Kelsey. She's an animal keeper. She got her fucking arm ripped off. Yeah, they're predators. There's a couple times too where like attacks happen to one of the guys. Who's that douchebag that Jeff Lowe? He got almost attacked, and that guy. When he came into the picture, I mean, it's funny because each character that comes into the picture basically is just a piece of shit. A piece of shit that comes into the picture that has their own agenda, and they're just trying to fuck over the other person. This Jeff Lowe guy was a fucking piece of shit. Apparently, he just uses tiger cubs. He lives in Vegas. He goes up to, like, you know, his suite, and he lures women up there by saying, like, hey, you can come pet a tiger cub, and sneaks them in. It's really sick. But at the same time, Joe Exotic is trying to be all like, hey, I'm this, I'm that. Even though when you have 3 parks that they go by. This one guy named Antal, I can't even say his first name. He runs his own Myrtle Beach safari. They got the 3 zoos, Carole's, Joe's, and Antal's. You got Joe, who basically hires his workers are a bunch of ex-criminals and crackheads, pays them shit, but they get to live on the property in like a trailer and eat fucking disposed Walmart meat that is expired. That's nice. You got this Antal dude who really has a cult because he has nothing but these girls work for him. He at least puts them in a nice house on the property that all this is at, but they like worship him, and apparently he's got like fucking 8 wives. Then you got Carole, who's trying to be the innocent one out of all this, but yet her husband went missing, who started the park with her. Everybody suspects she killed him. Like today was funny because they heard that a tiger tested positive for COVID-19. Everybody was like, Carole! She tries to be all innocent and says, I'm rescuing these animals from their cages and putting them in other cages. The fuck? And then she uses like charity people that she doesn't pay to like run the park and everything like that. So her park is actually the worst ran one out of the 3 because the other ones are actually, everything's nice and clean and spread out. So it's like, you're no fucking angel and you probably did kill your husband. They're all completely insane. The most insane part that makes your mouth drop, I mean, there's a lot of moments that kind of can do that. The one person that I think is the true winner of this whole thing is Joshua. This guy. This poor fucking guy. He ended up being Joe's campaign manager because Joe wanted to run for president, and that didn't happen. And I remember that, too. It clicked when I was like, okay, I've seen this guy. And then when that part showed that he was trying to run for president and then he tried to run for governor, I'm like, that's That guy. But Joshua was that, and one of Joe's husbands, who was not really doing well. He was very depressed and just constantly getting high all the time. Didn't really, do much of anything. Didn't have a purpose in his life. Decided to kill himself in front of him. And there's footage of it where you're looking at Josh in his chair, and Travis is like underneath the camera. You can't see him. And you see a flash, and Josh is like, oh my God. Fucking just bullet to the brain. Done. And Joe mourned for about 2 months before he got married again. Then you got this John Reinke guy. You felt bad for him. You felt bad for the Rick Kirkham guy who produced like his live TV show, because he was like, he was streaming. He was doing Joe Exotic TV. And he got fucked over by Joe because apparently Joe burned all his his footage and everything. It's a shit show. It's a complete shit show, but it's done very well. There's 7 episodes, and it's done very well. It has cliffhangers. It has, it's just dramatic stuff. And I'm like, it's just crazy when you're like, this can't be real. This is all playing out like a movie. But apparently, I'm sure some of it could be cooked. But for all I know, that's what's happening. And Mr. Joe Exotic is, I guess, still in prison. But he wants to start talking about some of these people. I really hope that Jeff Lowe guy gets fucked over. He's such a douche. And so does that Antal guy, but apparently he got his shit rated like shortly after. But yeah, guys, I watched it. It's a shit show, but we like shit shows, right? And I don't know. It's just, it's intriguing to see all that and to see like these people live on these zoos and the way that they deal with the animals. And it's just like, there's just no way that I would ever want to fucking just cuddle, snuggle with a fucking lion. It's insane, but at the same time, I could see the allure of it, because there's like, you feel, just to be able to do that, and the cat's like, just playing with you, but then they could just fucking snap. It's just creepy, man, but yeah, it's something. It's definitely something. So there you go, guys. I just thought I'd review it a little bit, since, the new movies out there, they're not really, nothing's really coming out, so why not review this? There you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. What'd you think of Tiger King? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel, it's filmjunkie.com, for all my content. Follow me in the Sockmans over there, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon if you want to help out. And, of course, shirts down below. Got one new shirt. Bat. It's a Batman. All right, guys. Talk to you later.